Want to send newsletters from an email address with your own custom domain name? Watch this video and I will show you how. First, let me explain why you need to validate your domain name in SendFox. A send from email address with a validated domain improves deliverability of your emails. Your newsletters are less likely to be sent into your audience's spam or junk folders. Your audience will also know who they're receiving the newsletter from, and you will appear professional. If you don't validate a domain in SendFox and use an email address with an unvalidated domain, your newsletter sent from email address will be mail@sendfoxmail.com. You really don't want that, I know. So what are the requirements in order to send a newsletter with your preferred email address? Number 1. You will have to own a domain name. You may purchase your domain name from thousands of web hosting services on the web. Number 2. An email address with the domain name you purchased. Number 3. A domain name that is validated in SendFox. Validating a domain name is an available option for free or pro accounts. Please note that using default email addresses like @gmail.com, @yahoo.com or something similar will result in newsletters being sent to your audience as mail@sendfoxmail.com. Let's validate your domain now. Log into your SendFox account. Toggle the hamburger icon here and select Settings. Click Domains. Add your domain name in this field. Remember this: your domain name should not contain https://www, and it is not an email address as well. An example of a domain name is sendfox.com. For the purpose of demonstration, I will use this domain name as an example. Type your domain name in the field here, then click Add Domain. If the domain is returning with an error, "Sorry, this domain is unavailable," this means that this domain name has already been validated in another SendFox account. You may write our support team at originals@appsumo.com if you run into this. If for some reason you want to remove a domain you added, just click Delete. Once a domain name is available, it will appear on the page after clicking Add Domain. Now, click Validate. You will be shown 3 CNAME records, each with a host name and a corresponding host data. Host name and label are often used interchangeably. Data and value are also being used interchangeably. Now, log into your web hosting service. Depending on your hosting service, you can go to your cPanel and then go directly to your DNS zone or Domain Control Center. This varies from service to service. Remember, you are looking for a way to add CNAME records into your DNS. Select Add a Record. Under the record type, select CNAME. Now go back to your SendFox and copy the first host name of the first CNAME. Go to your DNS and under Name or Label, paste what you copied from SendFox. Go back again to SendFox and copy the corresponding data of the first CNAME. Then go to your DNS and under Data or Value, paste it. Save the newly added CNAME. Repeat this for the second and third CNAME records. Once done, go back to SendFox and click Validate. If this page returns with errors like these ones under each CNAME record, follow these steps to troubleshoot. If your hosting service is either DreamHost, Google, GoDaddy, NameCheap, or something similar, omit the domain name on each of the host name or label and repeat the steps I mentioned earlier. That means you will only be copying these parts of the host names or labels. Then copy the same data or value. If you're using Cloudflare, repeat the steps I mentioned earlier and edit the proxy status of each of the CNAME records from SendFox in your DNS. Change it from proxied to DNS only. Save the changes. Now go back to SendFox and click Validate again. If the error still persists, then it would be best to reach out to your website hosting service support team for assistance. Unfortunately, this is beyond our scope of support. Majority of the time, your hosting service support team can resolve the issue very quickly. If the 3 CNAME records were successfully added to your DNS, this page will refresh and the green button will appear. This means you can now start sending newsletters using your preferred email address. Plus, the reply to email address will also be automatically set to it. But there are still 3 last things you need to do. Number 1. Open your double opt-in email and replace the send from field with the correct email address. Number 2. When you create a newsletter after this, replace the send from field with the correct email address. And number 3, revisit your automation sequences. Open all of your sequence emails and replace the send from field with the correct email address. And that's it. I hope this video was helpful. For more questions, feel free to reach out to our support team at originals@appsumo.com. You can also ping us on social media. Links are in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you at the next one.